Time management is something that makes a top rep a top rep. They get more out of the 8, 10, 12 hours or however long they're working than the average rep does. Think about it, you're working the same amount of hours, they're just better at using those hours. So I'm gonna give you 4 simple tips on how to really be effective with your time. The first one is know your first door. A lot of reps waste hours on end over the years just trying to figure out where they should knock. They're spending time driving around in a neighborhood like, should I start here? Should I start here? Is this a good turf? Know your first door and hit that first door, drive straight to it, park, get out of the car and start knocking. Number 2 is manage your time in the sense of how you set up appointments. Appointments shouldn't be during the prime hours of the day, 5 to 8 o'clock. Now, if you set your appointment at 9, 8:30, super late, that's when you're actually gonna say, being really effective, because nobody really loves to get their door knocked at 9 o'clock. But if you say, great, can I meet with you at like 8:30? I know it's late, you'll just make me my last visit. And then you say, like, is there any way I could meet you at like 8:30? Now I'm getting another hour out of my day that I really probably wouldn't have gotten. Or I set up my appointment for like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning so that I can get an early deal for the next day. Along with that also is number 3, knock the doors that are home. So many people waste their time going to people that aren't home. And that means drive door to door. If that park in their driveway, just look for cars, signs of life. You're not wasting time going to people that aren't even home. You're not gonna sell anybody if they're not home. So finding the people that are home, and then also like, if it's 7 o'clock and you find an elderly couple, maybe skip that door, note it down and say, I'm gonna knock them early in the day because they're probably home early in the day. So managing, okay, who should I be knocking, at what times, how do I actually manage this neighborhood in an effective way would be another big hack. The last one is to break your day into chunks. And what I mean by that is, if I have like 2 till 9 in my knocking hours, I'm gonna say, I know I need to get a deal from 2 to 5. That's day 1. Then from 5 to 7, I'm gonna get another deal. That's day 2. And 7 to 9 is day 3, and I'm gonna get another deal. So if my goal is 3 in the day, I break my day into micro days, and I just work those couple hours, and I say, no matter what, I'm gonna work my butt off until 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break, reset the mind, and then start my day 2. Does that make sense? So if I break my day into chunks, I'm able to kind of run faster in those micro days because I don't feel like, man, I got all day to get a sale. I got so much time, better just kind of like mosey on until I find people home. No, it's like no matter what, until 5, I gotta go get my deal. So whatever those numbers look like in your industry, just make sure that you break your day down into mini chunks or micro sprints, and you're gonna have a much more efficient day. So those are simple 3 or 4 hacks on how to actually manage your day and time. And I promise you're gonna maximize the time you're out there. It's important to dress, walk, and talk for success. So many people just don't look the part. You know, if you're out there tatted up and long scraggly hair and facial hair that just looks messy and you smell bad and you've got nose hairs hanging out and you know, you just, nobody wants to talk to that guy. Plain simple. Everybody knows the guy in their office that they're like, I don't even like sitting by him. How is he supposed to get sales? So ask yourself where your hygiene is at. If you smell like BO and you're sitting in somebody's living room, do you really think they're going to buy from you? So first, dress the part. Have your shirt well ironed. Have yourself tucked in. Wear some khaki shorts or some khaki pants or a little bit upper scale of a dress to where people can actually relate and be like, this guy's a professional. Take your job as a professional. Don't wear some like wrinkled t-shirt out on the doors. Like, take pride in what you do. The second one is talk as if you were already successful. So many people talk as if they're unsure whether they're going to make deals or they're insecure, and that really comes off. So talk like you're successful. Be like, yeah, I'm the one setting everyone up. Like, everyone does this from me. Whether you're sucking or you're great, that needs to be your tone. And then you need to walk the part. So the pace that I would have is, so many people walk like this. They're kind of going door to door and they're like, I guess I'll get one, and they're super slow to the next door. But I'm like chest back, I'm like, I've got to freaking get a sale. Like, I just sold one. Like, I'm a closer. And I'm like literally upbeat, up pace, racing to my next door, because I know if I walk that pace, I act that pace, I talk that pace, I look this pace, I'm probably gonna have a lot more urgency in my close to get more deals. Plain and simple. So the invitation would be, if you need to clean up, I'm not against facial hair, just make it look clean. I'm not against long hair. Put it in a bun, have it something tucked up towards professional looking. I'm not against tattoos. Cover them up if you need it. If you're in a nice, rich neighborhood, they don't like the guy that's all tatted up that just looks like he came out of prison. Wear a long sleeve shirt. I don't care if it's hot. If I got piercings and gauges, it's like, take them out. If I got a nose ring, they're not going to buy from you most likely. You're gonna find a very small chunk of people that resonate with that, and that's it. So be somebody that they want you to be. I know maybe it's like, oh, I don't wanna lose my identity. This is who I am. I'm like, is it really worth that much money to you to forfeit because you don't wanna kind of change how you appear to people? Ask yourself that question. I had long hair. I cut it because the more I got on the doors, the more I was like, is it really worth the long hair or a couple more sales? No, it just isn't. So ask yourself, what are you trying to resist by just looking the part?